tonight. We're at the BC Sports Hall of Fame, and this is the first time we'll have played at the BC Sports Hall of Fame for the ceremony. And I want to say thanks to the BC Sports Hall of Fame for this very special opportunity. And to kick things off, I would like to have Tom Manning speak to our partnership. Tom and I have had a fantastic friendship. And of course, I was on your board, Tom, for several years. And between our two organizations, we're starting something new and a new partnership moving forward. And I'd like for Tom to say a few words to kick things off tonight. So please welcome Tom Manning, the chair of the BC Sports Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much, Scotty. It's a real pleasure to be here today with the creme de la creme of the football community in British Columbia. I was just arriving, speaking to a couple of friends who are also members of the BC Sports Hall of Fame, and I said, I don't know, I feel a little bit nervous tonight. And Dr. Bob McCormick said, why are you feeling nervous? And I said, well, I'm just concerned that I'm going to get up there with the who's who of the British Columbia sports community, football community, which just happens to be one of the most important subsets of the overall sports community. I'm just worried that I might get booed. and Bob, being the MD that he is, assessed the situation and delivered this prognosis. He said, Tom, listen, I've heard you speak before. You've got nothing to worry about. Nobody's going to boo you. And of course, my posture started getting prouder and stronger. But then here came the kicker. He said, nobody's going to boo you because it's impossible to boo and yawn at the same time. So thanks for that vote of support. Of course, Dr. Bob McCormick, Glenn Ringdahl, the Ackles family and legacy, all of you populating this room show the strong intersection between football and sports here in British Columbia. And that's why it just makes so much sense for the BC Football Hall of Fame to have its important induction ceremony right here tonight. Game day, BC Lions on their way to the playoffs, because it makes sense, because we are already so connected. If you look at the plaques that Jason Beck, our curator, and the team here have compiled, it's not only the single best cross-section of sport history in British Columbia, it is a real testament to how strong within that the football community has been three down the style. And we're so proud to have you here tonight as part of the ceremonies, as part of your induction. And remember that the BC Sports Hall of Fame is your home. This might be the BC Sports Hall, and people say it's our house. Well, our house is your house. And when you look at the history of this very building, BC Place, it's what helps bring together so many of the defining moments in BC sport history. You're going to be celebrating some of them over the next little while, but to all of you who are promoting the BC Football Hall of Fame, know that the BC Sports Hall of Fame is there as your proud partner, and know that we love all the work that you're doing, and what you're doing in football, as a football-specific hall, will ultimately grow into the BC Sports Hall of Fame. Have a great induction ceremony. Have a great time here at the BC Sports Hall of Fame. And let's get that W for the BC Lions, who, by the way, will reflect this great tradition and history that we've talked about by this Monday, October 20th, and Tuesday, October 21st at the Fairmont Hotel, Vancouver, the 2,000 teams being inducted into the BC Sports Hall of Fame. You want to know about it? Come back, squad. Have a great night, everybody. All the best. Celebrate football. Woo!
Thank you very much, Tom. And again, we really appreciate your support and the opportunity to be here at the BC Sports Hall Hall of Fame for the BC Football Hall of Fame 2025 induction ceremony. My name is Scott Ackles, and Tommy, thank you so much for taking things off. Really appreciate it. And thanks for keeping that down to like 2 minutes. 2 minutes, that was awesome. Sorry, man, I had to give you a phone. So a very special welcome to all of those of you who have come great distance to attend. Larry Crawford and your wife, Elizabeth, thank you so much for coming all the way from California. We also have a number of our BC Football Hall of Fame alumni with us as well as the BC Lions alumni. So once again, for all of our alumni that are here, the BC Football Hall alumni as well as the BC Lions alumni, thanks so much for being here tonight. And of course, we're thrilled to be here at the BC Sports Hall of Fame, Hall of Champions, where we're surrounded by sports royalty. Look at Louis and Jamie. If you notice, on that wall there, you'll see people like Jack Farley and Wally Buono and Jake Paul McConnell. You know, there's a lot of football people on that wall right there. JP is in France, Ron. Yes, he is. Okay, so, and again, it's a privilege for us to be here. And again, special thanks to Tom and to Jason Beck, the curator here, as well as to our event director, Dion, who you probably all communicated with in getting your tickets and access to the event here tonight. So thank you, Dion. I would be remiss. Where's Daniel Fung? Daniel, oh, there you are. There. Okay, so Daniel Fung, our Director of Communications, is broadcasting live. We're not on Instagram yet, sorry. But we are broadcasting live streaming through Facebook right now. And our fearless leader, Tom Malone, is watching us right now. Tom's our CEO, couldn't make it tonight. Tom, good to see you, man. Have fun, enjoy the game tonight as well. Of course, thanks for joining us via Facebook live stream. So we're here to celebrate our 2025 inductees. This is our 13th class of the BC Football Hall of Fame, celebrating outstanding contributors across all levels of football in British Columbia. And before we get rolling, I just got a few things I wanted to mention, a few housekeeping notes. So we'll be celebrating individual inductees. So when you call your name, when Bernie calls your name, come up on the right of the stage, or my left rather, your right, and then you'll exit. You'll exit behind Bernie, or if more space, you feel free to exit this way as well. But once you come up on the stage to receive your presentation, please pause with the presenters, and we will have a photographer taking your photograph, which will be sent to you after the event. So just take a moment to pause and make sure we're center stage here so we get a really good, nice shot. For the team presentation, we will be making a presentation to the team representative. That's you, Tom. Terry, thank you, Terry. And then again, then the team captains will be coming up, so we'll do that. Due to time constraints, there will be no speeches. You're all off the hook, no speeches. And as mentioned, at the end of the formal part of our program, all the individual inductees remain behind and come up to the stage for group photos. So we're going to do group photos afterwards. And of course, then you're free to leave after we've done all that. However, I do want our UBC 1980-16 captains to stay back, and we're going to shoot a quick video of you guys. And then there's going to be in-game recognition on the Videotron. There's a camera here right now, BC Place Stadium. They're capturing what's happening here. That is going to be broadcast into the stadium throughout the football game, or at one point during the game. And it'll be a really nice recognition for you, to all of our fans that are here with us this evening. And I know that there's a lot of talk on the broadcast, on television, as well as our radio partners as well. So as many of you know, Bob Ackles had a dream, and his dream was to develop a BC Football Hall of Fame across British Columbia. Football was Bob's passion. He began as a water boy and eventually worked all his way through the CFL, the NFL, and the XFL. And with all of his successes, he never lost touch with the grassroots of football and the importance it plays in local communities. This was one of the many reasons. Now, I may be talking fast, but I want to get through this if that's okay. I want to get to the real show, right? This was one of the many reasons he wanted heroes of yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and particularly to recognize the unsung heroes from the amateur football ranks. As in the past, our 2025 inductees are an outstanding group of individuals as well as a team who have brought excellence and pride to football in British Columbia. Our nominations committee has worked diligently to bring forward this year's pool of nominees, and I would like to thank George Oswald, chair of our nominations committee. George wasn't able to be here tonight. And of course, Larry Rita. Larry Rita, where are you, Larry? There.
Hey, Larry.
Larry has worked so hard on our BC Football Hall of Fame nominations committee and every part of it. Larry, thank you so much for everything that you do. And of course, we have so many other committee members that are here tonight, and some of them that aren't. But every step of the way, they've been extremely supportive. Our directors, who have worked equally hard on all facets of our operations, and in the final approval of this year's class, that are here tonight: Daryl Moriyama, George Chaika, Maury Keith, Kay Ackles, Larry, Bernie Pascal, and Olivia Pisaglia are all here with us tonight. So thank you so much, you guys. Thanks to all of our Hall of Fame alumni who are here with us to keep us, to welcome new members of the Hall again, for all that you have done with us to support our organization as well. On a more somber note, recently we lost one of our football heroes since we met last year, and this is super recent. Of course, the passing of Frank Smith, and the class of 2012 as a BC Football Hall of Fame inductee as a builder. And of course, I want to mention to everybody here tonight that Frank's celebration of life is October 27th, 4 p.m. at the Robert Lee Center at UBC. And we'll be capturing a video message from our 1986 team captains to broadcast into that event. And so please, many of you are good friends with Frank, and we'll hope to see you there at the celebration of life on October 27th. I would like to thank our partners, the Vancouver Sound, the Province Business of Vancouver, and Do It GM, Maury Keith, and his team at Do It GM, which has been supporting us for over 15 years now, Maury, with the Hall of Fame in any case. So thank you, Maury, for your outstanding support, and year after year, providing staff, resources, and the BC Lions, and Dwayne's here. Dwayne's going to say a few words in just a sec, but before I say that, to get you up here, Dwayne, I just want to thank you for your support from the BC Lions Football Club. You and Amar and the entire organization, Jamie and the team, do a lot of things that support us, that actually allow us to recognize all these unbelievable individuals. So thank you very much. Let's hear it for the Lions tonight. Let's go!
First of all, where did he go? Did he leave? I'll give you some time back, Tom. So, first of all, thank you for the opportunity to say a few words today. I want to start off by basically congratulating all the inductees for today. The accomplishments in the football community. And this, did Tom say it or did Scott say it? But this is the who's who of football in this room, and it's very nice to be in here. I can just feel the excitement and the vibes, and to me, it's very special being here at this game.
Oh yeah.
Where this game is so big, and it's just a good vibe. So thank you very much. It's also really nice and great to see some former Lions players getting inducted. Larry Crawford, Sean Graham, and Leo Groenwagen. So congratulations to those guys.
Yeah.
Equally as important is all the grassroots, and I mentioned this already, but all the winners that represent all this grassroots football. To us, that's so important. Amar Dillman and the BC Lions and our entire organization, we work every day to how are we going to build the club, how are we going to build football, how are we going grassroots. We want to we just want to make the football as strong as we can get it, and so it's very, very important. So really, I want to congratulate everyone that from coaches to referees to just everybody, builders on their nominees today, the inductees. So congratulations. Scott and I go way back. I used to work for a different club, and I worked for the league, and we've done lots of things together. And I've heard about Teresa for a long time. So nice to meet you, man. But I just want to close in saying that, you know, Bob Ackles had a dream, and we talk about it all the time. And I just really want to recognize Bob's dream and Kay's dream and Scott's dream and Teresa's dream for keeping the dream alive. And Tom, wherever you are, keeping it alive because it's truly special. And when Scott first described it, I asked you, one of my very first meetings we had, I said, I don't understand. Like, I don't know why there's a specific football Hall of Fame. And he said, so we can always honor football. And that is so important, so thank you. The last note is, have fun tonight. Let's go get a win.
Yeah. Good luck to Dwayne and the BC Lions tonight. Dwayne, thank you so much for dropping in. I'm gonna follow your lead and drop the microphone there. So thanks, man. Good luck tonight. It's going to be a great game and hard fought, no doubt. Okay, so I'm going to skip right here to the introduction of another Hall of Famer, and of course, this Hall of Fame event would not be what it is unless we introduce the next gentleman. He's a member of the Canadian Association of Broadcasters Hall of Fame. He's the Hockey Hall of Fame, the BC Sports Hall of Fame, the BC Football Hall of Fame, the Canadian Football Hall of Fame, the Coquitlam Sports Hall of Fame, the Vancouver Canucks 7th Man Award, the recipient of the Milford Plaque, and the 4-time winner of the ACTRA Foster Hewitt Award for Excellence in Broadcasting. He's also a trustee of the BC Football Hall of Fame and chair of the Media Selection Committee, and he's always been with us every step of the way. Bernie Pascal, please welcome him.
Thank you very much, Scott. Good evening, everybody. It's a very exciting time, and I know Larry Crawford is ecstatic to be inducted. You're also going to be welcoming this news. The final score tonight.
Let's go,
Larry's son is an all-star member of the Mariners, J.T. Crawford. They just defeated the Blue Jays 6-2. It's an exciting day in BC football. Special thanks to Tom Malone, who's watching us at home tonight, for his ongoing dedication to the BC Football Hall of Fame. And also thanks to everyone on the committees, the trustees, the directors. Thanks for your nominee submissions, and we salute all involved and supportive towards the heritage of football in our great province of BC. Being inducted is indeed a proud and cherished honor. With the 2025 class, we proudly reflect and honor a unique dimension of football expertise, all contributing to the development of the sport in BC. Congratulations to all the inductees, their families, and the families are to be commended for their dedication and support of football in our province. As Scott mentioned, most of us are involved because of our respect and dedication to one of BC's premier football figures, Bob Ackles, and a good friend. It's only fitting we kick off the proceedings with the CFL Bob Ackles Award. The recipient, he started his football career at John Oliver Secondary in 1968. He was named captain of his grade 10 and 12 teams, a highly regarded honor. He went on to play for the Vancouver Blue Bombers and the UBC Thunderbirds. His coaching career started in 1974 as an assistant at Templeton. In 1977, he joined North Delta. He coached for 34 years, the last 20 as head coach. His teams won the BC Single A Provincials and the 1995 Double A Championship. He was a conference representative and awarded a life membership in 2013. He moved from coaching to officiating. He refereed over 950 games at the high school, college, and junior levels, and some 200 games in the Canadian Football League. He served as vice president responsible for high school football, an all-encompassing appointment, including holding officiating clinics in BC. He's been saluted by BC High School Sports, the inaugural citation of excellence in officiating by BCSS. He won the BC Lions Orange Helmet, Bob Ackles Lifetime Achievement Award. It's safe to say he has devoted his life to improving football for officials, players, and coaches at various levels of the sport. The BC Football Hall of Fame proudly adds another award to his impressive list. Scott Ackles and I will make the presentation. The recipient, and Maury Keith is joining us too, the recipient of the CFL Bob Ackles Award, Walter Becker. His son and grandson are also here.
There we go.
His son and grandson are also here, and they're game day officials will be working the Lions game tonight. So now in the athlete category, I'd like to welcome the presenters to join us on the stage. A proud member of the Canadian Sports Hall of Fame, inducted member of the CFL, BC Sports Hall of Fame, BC Lions Wall of Fame, Burnaby Sports Hall of Fame, BC Football Hall of Fame, and board member Louis Pasaglia. Joining Louis, a member of the BC Lions Wall of Fame, BC Football Hall of Fame, BC Lions Director of Community Relations, and BC Football Hall of Fame Nominations Committee member, Jamie Terrace. Now we go to our inductee in the amateur athlete category. His football career got underway in North Vancouver with the Browns, two-time league champions. Next stop was Handsworth Secondary, where he was an outstanding receiver and defensive back in the mid-1970s. He was a league all-star as a receiver and defensive back. He earned a scholarship as a walk-on at Simon Fraser University. He was one of their leading receivers. In 1982, he was an integral member of the national junior champion Renfrew Trojans, playing as a receiver and defensive back. He played in the CFL with Winnipeg, Ottawa, and the Lions. A 6-year CFL career, 106 receptions, 1,500 yards receiving. He was a member of the Blue Bombers Grey Cup team in 1994. He also played extensively in Europe. After his playing days, he was a coach in NFL Europe, the CFL, and Canadian universities. The BC Football Hall of Fame proudly welcomes 2025 inductee Jerome Erdman. Our next inductee in the athletes category was a captain and an outstanding running back at Vancouver College. He was a league all-star in 1989. Following his career at Vancouver College, he attended UBC and was an outstanding talent for the Thunderbirds. He set school records as a running back and receiver, drafted by the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in the first round. As a pro, playing for the Blue Bombers and the BC Lions, he had receptions for 822 yards. Following his CFL career, he gave back to the game, coaching at Hugh Boyd Secondary and in White Rock minor football. He's still connected with the BC Lions. He's the team chiropractor and is president of the Lions alumni. The BC Football Hall of Fame proudly welcomes 2025 inductee Sean Graham. Unfortunately, Sean couldn't be here tonight, and his replacement, member of the BC Alliance Alumni Executive, Kensley Palmer. I don't think Sean's going to see that one. Next up, our inductee in the professional category. He was an outstanding defensive back, an impressive 9-year career with the BC Lions, and 1 season with the Argos. We still like him though. All-Star recognition was a vital part of his career. Division All-Star 5 times, 4-time CFL All-Star. He was a Grey Cup champion with the BC Lions in 1985. He was a number 1 in punt returns, averaging 10.5 yards per return. He had 52 interceptions, 5th all-time, and number 1 with the BC Lions, including 12 in 1983. He was inducted into the CFL Hall of Fame in 2023 and was inducted on the BC Lions Wall of Fame in 2005. His son, J.P. Crawford, as I mentioned, plays with the Seattle Mariners, and they beat the Jays tonight. The focus is on football. They moved to Toronto for the next game. Anyhow, BC Football Hall of Fame proudly welcomes 2025 inductee Larry Crawford.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Stop the camera.
Well done. Congratulations, Larry. Our next inductee started his football career at Notre Dame Secondary, winning the provincial championship in 1982. He continued his playing career at UBC, winning the Vanier Cup in 1986. He was rewarded by being the first overall selection in 1987 by Ottawa. His CFL career was outstanding. Grey Cup champion in 2003, 3-time CFL All-Star, 4-time West All-Star, and 2nd all-time for consecutive starts by a non-kicker, 252 total games for 10th all-time. The BC Football Hall of Fame proudly welcomes inductee Leo Gronway.
Chevy's a big man.
Now to the builders category. Joining us to make the presentation, we have a member of the BC Lions Wall of Fame, 2013 BC Bob Ackles Award recipient, Vice President of BC Football Hall of Fame Board of Directors, the architect of the great success of the Duick Auto Group in British Columbia, Maury Keith. Come on up, Maury. And assisting will be Scott Ackles with this presentation. Our first inductee in the builders category started as a cheerleader and a 50-50 volunteer for the Richmond Junior Raiders. Later, as she continued to volunteer in fundraising, she became a member of the in-house game day production team here at BC Place. She was a director of the Raiders Board of Directors as secretary during the early 1990s. She then joined the combined Raiders and Renfrew Trojans as team manager responsible for stats, among other responsibilities. In 2003, she joined the BCJFC as league media rep and assistant statistician. She was named league statistician a short time later and continues that vital part of junior football today. She's been a director of the Junior League and registrar, awarded a life membership in 2021. That was followed by her volunteering for high school football provincials and the Subway Bowl Championship. 2016 saw her appointed manager for BC School Sports Football. She's now a member of the in-house staff here at BC Place as statistician and volunteer at the BC Lions home games. An impressive career of dedication, BC Football Hall of Fame proudly welcomes 2025 inductee Heather Foster.
Get the logo.
Also in the brothers category, he had an early start in football, starting playing the game at the age of 7. Advanced to high school at Handsworth, then played at SFU as a quarterback from 1979 to 82. He was drafted by the Saskatchewan Roughriders, played with Vancouver Merrill-Omans, then decided on a coaching career, and starting at RC Palmer Junior Secondary, coached the JV team at Vancouver College and the varsity team at Vancouver College. From 1987 to 1999, he was head coach at Windsor Secondary, winning the AA championship 3 times. In '99, he accepted the head coaching position at UBC and was also a guest coach for the BC Lions in 2001. He later was head coach at Handsworth, winning the AA championship. He's run the J Prep quarterback camps from 1993 to the present, some 32 years. The BC Football Hall of Fame proudly welcomes 2025 inductee J Prepka. Well done, Jay.
Hey!
I'm especially honored to welcome our next inductees in the media category. Thanks to Scott Ackles for assisting in this presentation tonight. Our inductee made a major impact in Canadian broadcasting with CFL football games on the radio. His radio career started in Lethbridge and moved on to an 18-year exceptional career with CKCK in Regina, broadcasting the Saskatchewan Roughriders. One of our first inductees into the BC Football Hall of Fame was the noted Al Davidson. Al was so impressed with our next inductee that he hired him at CKNW. He worked the sidelines, hosted post-game shows, and also filled in as play-by-play as voice of the BC Lions. While broadcasting the Lions, he was asked to broadcast the Calgary Stampeders, a demanding arrangement. He still lived on the Lower Mainland, reported on the BC Lions on a daily basis, and then made the commute to join the Stampeders and broadcast their games as well. He was also assigned to work the Canuck hockey broadcast and was the voice of the baseball Canadians on Radio 2. He's a proud native of Many Berries, a hamlet in southern Alberta. Right on. Never been to Many Berries.
Can't get there from here.
He was saluted by the Canadians as a member of their Hall of Fame and as a member of the Half-Century Broadcasters Club. It's really special to have him with us today. He has sight challenges, but is a very positive person. He rarely misses a BC Lions broadcast, and he's a great friend and a welcome addition to the BC Football Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, in the media category, let's have a nice round of applause for our media inductee, Ron Barnett. There's no speeches, Ron, but I know you're very ecstatic and happy with this award, and we're very pleased to have you here tonight. He lives in a care home in Chilliwack. His two daughters, Janelle and Deneen, right? And they came all the way from Calgary and from Chilliwack. And Ron's in a care home there, and we wondered how the hell were they going to get all the way from Chilliwack. They did. Ron wanted to be here. It is very, very special. BC Football Hall of Fame, next stop has to be the BC Sports Hall of Fame. Have to get to honest. Now to the team award. I asked Louis Pasaglia and Jamie Terrace to rejoin us on stage to make the presentations. It's a special honor. We lost Frank Smith recently, and his passing stunned the football world, as Scott outlined earlier. Frank was head coach of the 1986 undefeated UBC Thunderbirds. They outscored Canada West opponents 237 to 82. After a dominant 49-3 victory over Calgary in the Canada West Championship, UBC defeated Bishop Gators 32-30 in the Churchill Bowl, advancing to the Vanier Cup. UBC won their second national championship with a thrilling 25-23 win over the Western Ontario Mustangs. That remarkable 1986 team had 9 Canada West All-Stars, 3 first-team Canadians, Mark Norman, Heck Crichton Trophy finalist and President Trophy winner. 12 players went on to careers in the Canadian Football League. It was an impressive roster of players. Check your program for a list of all the players and coaches. We haven't got time to go through them all, but we want to honor them all. And the BC Football Hall of Fame proudly welcomes the team inductee in 2025, and representing the team, Terry Cochran will come up as we welcome the 1986 UBC Thunderbirds. Biestra, Dwayne Durbin, and Leo Galway. Okay, now we're going to call up the team captains, Terry Cochran, Jack Biestra, Dwayne Durbin, and Leo Groenwagen for today's presentation.
Good bunch here.
Congratulations to the props people. The props stayed in here and hold this group. Hell of a job. It's been a fun presentation. It's always my honor. I always think of Bob. Because Bob and Kay were at our house several times. Bob said, Bernie, I want to start a football Hall of Fame. I said, count me in. I'll do whatever the hell I can. Let's do it. And here we are with Scott and everyone else involved. Just amazing, the growth of the BC Football Hall of Fame. Tom Malone at home watching. Great support from everybody. And you look at all the inductees tonight, real smiles, the appreciation. That's what it's all about, and that's why we are here. Scott has a few final notes. Thank you so much.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and the Lions are going to come out of here with a W tonight, and it's going to be a great event. And I really want to thank every one of you. Congratulations to all the inductees. You are very special people. And Heather, you're awesome. You are the exact epitome of what Bob was thinking by giving an opportunity for those people who perhaps weren't on the field, but did everything to support football. Let's hear it for Heather. I'd like to thank the BC Sports Hall of Fame for allowing us to be in their house tonight, and I think this is going to start a great tradition moving forward. And thanks to all of you for being here. Please go to our website at www.bcfootballhallofame.com and send in your nominations. Nominations are open for 2026, and this is how it happens. There isn't a group of Larry and his buddies who say, hey, who should we nominate this year? It doesn't happen that way. They look at all of that, they review it all, and but it doesn't start without somebody in this room putting together nominations for who you think should be rewarded with some recognition for what they've done for football in British Columbia. And of course, if there's any opportunity to become, or if you'd like to become involved in our association by way of a donation or by wanting to be involved, just let us know. And so, finally with that, I just want to say congratulations to all the inductees. Thanks again for being here tonight, and thanks for being the football family that we are.